Hello and welcome back to The Broken Doll. Well, today I come to you with a thrift store haul. And I went to my used store today and I found this doll. She's a pull-in doll. This is a Canadian doll. Now these dolls were quite popular in the 60s. They're big babies. They came out, they're almost in the play, they are in the play pal size. And the only problem with her is that she was caved in here. She's still caving in a bit, and she's caved in around the head here. Now, her head is a little higher than what it was. Her chin was actually touching her chest when I got her. So, I'm going to snip off this, she came with a sleeper, which I let them keep, because I didn't really want it, and she had a cloth diaper on her, and she had this soother around her neck, which I do want. I'm going to change it into a soother for her later. It's actually an older soother too. It's one of these psychedelic ones here. And yeah, quite different. You know, I've seen these before. This is an older one. It has a latex, I think this is, or whatever they call this stuff here. But it's an older one. I don't know if they still make them like with this material. But anyways, I'm trying to get where her head doesn't. So you can see it's almost trying to go right back down to her chest again, but it's not down. She's nice and cold right now. So I'm going to show you how I do this. Let's lower this here like this on my table. Okay, so what you want to do, I want to make sure you're seeing this here, okay. You want to heat up, get your blow dryer out. And you want to bend her head back over the edge of the table. Okay, now you just want to pull it, just put the heat on it, big time. Alright, so then you want to take it. Now while it's cooling, you want to hold on to the head like this to stretch that back. Okay, and just let it cool. I've done this before. I've actually got this cave part came out really good. Like her whole, this part of her chest was inverted. And this was caved in. So now what we're trying to do is get this neck. You can see the crease where the neck has been bent for a long period of time. It could take several heatings to get it because it's not as bad as it was. I'm trying to save her as much as I can. Her limbs are faded, which are going to have to be painted. I'll try to match them to the legs, and I'm not going to do the chalk. Now, I know some people use pastels, oil pastels. I have the chalk pastels. I'm wondering if I'm just going to try some acrylic paint on her and just try to paint her to the legs. I'm going to try that maybe and see how that works. I paid $3.99. If I decide that this just isn't going to work, before I go into painting her or anything, she's great for parts. But I don't want to really do this. She's a pull-in doll. They're very, very few and far in between anymore. I rarely ever get a pull-in doll. I'll get D&C dolls, Canadian dolls, but pull-in is a little bit more harder to find, and they're just not out there as plentiful. And it'd be nice if I could, you know, rescue her. And but she would be great for parts if I ever needed parts. You know, from the, you know, from her, the body with this problem here won't be good. But I could use this neck by cutting this out and using this neck for a doll. And that might be something I might look at if this doesn't work. I can cut out a whole chest thing going right around the back and everything if I find this doesn't work. It's just one of those things right now we have to just keep trying. I want to try quite a bit here. You just can't do it once. You got to do it. This is quite the bend. Because of her chin hitting her chest, there's quite the bend there. So it's going to take more than one time to get this to, I keep feeling it because you don't want to bring it up until it's cooled. And I notice every time I bring her up, this is about the third time I've heated her up. And every time I heat her up, it's just less all the time. You can see her slowly descending downward, but it's not as fast as it was on the first time, nor the second, and the third was a lot less. So it's just little by little. She'll be a pretty doll once she's all cleaned up. My little poochie here. Yeah, hi, Pepper. Yeah. We'll show you here. Can we show you? Can you see? Oh, no, you can't. Okay. Okay, he's not gonna, he walked away. All right, there we go. So we're just gonna keep doing this here. And you could actually feel ripples around the neck. I don't feel them when I stretch her out. When she's stretched, those ripples go away. So I'm hoping that this here helps her out. But I was glad to see the chest area come back. That was good. This caving in on the stomach area, I was worried about that, you know, because it just distorts her. But this here, I fixed these before, but not this bad, you know, not where the chin is actually resting on the chest, you know, but, you know, you got to give it a try anyways. All right, she's quite cool now. Let's set her up. Okay, now she's looking right at everybody now. There we go. But will she stay like that? That's the problem. Now, in the meantime, let me show you some of the other things I got today. I bought these little size 0 shoes. They're called About Shoe. That's what they're called. $2.29 for them. Little baby shoes, infant shoes. Looks like newborn. I got this pair here for $2.29. They are a size... You see here, I got the stickers in the way. Oh my goodness, there we go. What size are these? They look like they'd be a size I could use anyways. Oh my goodness, I brought the sticker out all in. Oh, pieces. I had to go pick up my bike today. It was done. Fake leather. Small? Maybe that's what they're saying? They are? It looks like small. But anyways, I got those ones right there anyways. Okay, so there's those ones. Like I said, I like these ones because the little hearts. You can see the little hearts. I like the gold on the bow. I thought that was pretty. Then I got this 2-piece outfit here. I thought was quite cute. It looks kind of vintage, but it isn't. It's very much up to date. It comes with the little pants. I thought that was cute with the little jacket. I wish it had the bonnet with it. It would have been really something, you know. But it's very much up to date. It's size 12 to 17 pounds, 3 to 6 months. So there we go. Made by First Impressions. But I thought it was really cute though for the spring. You know, so there we go. I got that as well. And that's what I spent today. I spent too much already on my bike. My bike was almost $100 just to get fixed. Had some real deep issues. Nothing that I did to it. It's the way it was manufactured, and I'm paying for their manufacturing problems. Oh, this bow came undone. I'll have to get some glue and just glue that back. See here how that came undone? Very easy fix. Okay, we can fix that. That's not a problem. All right, but anyways, it looks like her head is holding up so far, but you can see those ripples. See the ripples around? But I can live with that. The chin resting on the chest, I can't. It's not going down as much now. Now she's got this gray mark on her head. I don't know what that is yet. And she also has it on her arm here. I'm going to hope it's surface. Yeah, I know. I'm going to hope that this is surface related and I can get that off pretty easy. She really has a nice mop of hair. I really want to keep her. I want her to be, in my collection. But these big dolls are getting harder and harder to find. And like I said, I paid $3.99, $4 for you. You might as well say $4. That's what I paid for her. Boy, she's doing a lot better this time. Not going down like as fast. The first 3 times she was going down really fast. Now she might still go down a little bit. We'll just heat it up again and do it again until we can get her where we need her chin to be. That chin has to stay up, We want her looking upward. I can notice that she's fallen a little bit. I can see it, in her that her head has fallen down a little bit, but not as fast, like I say. This is nice and cool. It's still a little warm, but not too bad. I burnt myself here. They say don't poke a blister. So I haven't poked it. They say it's protection on the blister. So I was flipping burgers and I got a grease splash. That's what happened to me here too. I got a grease splash. But anyways, hurt for a minute. And then it was, they say don't, like, I was just looking to see if I should poke this, and they said no, not to. It's a protection between the burn and the environment. And it stops infection. So I'll keep it there for a while. But anyways, how is she doing? I think she's holding pretty good here. I see that she's fallen somewhat, her chin. Not as bad though. It seems like her neck is holding her pretty good. We're going to hope that she stays like she does, like she doesn't fall. But if you ever get a doll that's like this is what you do. You just heat up the vinyl until you get the position that you're looking for. I do see a little bit of a drop, but it's nothing major. I can live with that if I have to, you know. But when I got her, like I said, I should have done this right from the beginning so you could have seen it, but her chin was hitting her chest, and this was caved in like this. I didn't think she would react so quick, and she did when it came to this part, or I thought, oh, I gotta get the camera out, because this is happening fast here. You can still see a little dent right here, but that's all that's left on her. But and this is all rippled in here, and she is holding her head up, so this is good stuff. I'm happy with this so far. Before, I couldn't even get her to look upwards. Her head was actually looking down all the time. So that's good. I'm happy with this. Hopefully I can keep her at this level, you know. Because once, see, it's got a crease in it. Once vinyl gets that crease in it, oh, it just wants to cave. It loses, it's compromised a bit, you know. And but you can work with it, you know. You can get it to... you know, and it's nice and cool now. It's cooled down, so that's nice. She's got loose limbs, so we'll put some elastics in there around here. I'll do that all on camera. And we will give her arms. I think we're going to do a wash on her first, clean her up first, and then we'll look at painting these limbs and getting them. Well, she can hold a bit of a. Oh yeah, she can hold a. Oh yeah, she can hold a pose. I didn't think she could. But she can. This arm's the loosest. You can see how easy it is to move it, though. Very easy to move. Yeah. But I think she's fixable. I think she's one I can keep. She's not a Play Pal doll, but she is a competition to the Play Pal dolls. A lot of these dolls came out in the 1960s as competition dolls. Like I said, the 60s were what was the age of the big baby dolls. Again, there seems to be waves of these big baby dolls. You got the 30s, 40s, and then in the 50s out came the beauty dolls, I call it. And there were baby dolls, don't get me wrong, but it seems like they were really concentrating on you know, grocery store dolls that we call them. Madame Alexander was doing Sissy and Sissette and you know, a lot of fashion, I think, more. And Barbie came out too, and like I said, there were a lot of baby dolls that came out, but the 60s was really when a big wave really took hold. We have Patty Playpal coming out in the 1960s, and we have all her family coming out, and they were all big dolls, you know. You know, we have Betty and Bonnie and Susie, and there's Johnny. I think Bonnie and Johnny were twins. There's Bye Bye Baby and all that, and all those big dolls came out, and they were just big, beautiful dolls. And lesser companies came along and also made theirs, and this is one of them. Now, if you were to take the wig off this doll, this face is a very familiar face. This mold was probably shared among many companies, and they put their stamp on it. And because I have dolls that look very familiar to this. There might be some slight differences, might be more wider in the face, some might be more a little bit slimmer, but they made dolls very close to one another. Because why? Everybody want a piece of that pie. And I have pie in the house right now. I got apple pie. But anyways, had to mention that. But anyways, but I gotta have some lunch here. I'm kind of having, what do you call a lunch and a supper? So a lunchper or dinner. So lunner. I'm having lunch and dinner kind of together because I'm hungry, and I got a lasagna in, but that's going to be about an hour. So it just went in about 10-15 minutes ago, so I can't do much about it. But yeah, she looks like she's holding her own. So I hope you enjoyed this, seeing this here. What to do when your vinyl doll has been, an old vinyl doll has been squished, and you need to get it back to where it needs to be. She's holding her neck now. I'm happy with that. There was a slight drop, but nothing bad. I could do it again and try again, which I just might do. I might just do it one more time and see if we can get it just to, but I don't think you're going to get much more out of that neck. You know, she's holding her neck up. Oh wow, what a big difference. Like I said, that chin was here, right? Touching. You couldn't see, like no air was going in between. That's what I mean. So, good stuff. Now, I would say in her, how long is she? I'd say about 24 to 26 inches. About 24 inches, I think it's safe to say. So she'll wear a nice little Easter outfit this Easter. I think she'll look cute. And I let them keep the sleeper because it was a newer sleeper. And no, I didn't need it. You know, I don't put a lot of sleepers on these types of dolls. I like to dress them and keep them dressed. But somebody was playing with her and was loving on her, you know, because she had 2 diapers on. She had socks. And I let them keep the socks, and because they were not the nicest, and I let them keep the sleeper she had on. So we'll get her a nice little dress on her. I got some beautiful little dresses, and she can go into one of those for Easter. Put some little ears on her, and she'll look just gorgeous. Oh, I can't wait. Cannot wait. Yeah. So she's looking good. Look at that. She's holding her head up nice now. Boy, that looks better. I just don't like that ripply neck. Look at that in there. But it is what it is. Let's see if we can zoom up on her, and for you to see that. You know, maybe you're not seeing what I'm seeing because the camera's just. Let me see if I can. I'll take the camera off so you can come right up close on her. This is almost done here, so I gotta do it quick here. Okay, now you can see what I mean by the ripples in her neck. There it is, right there. So, and you can see the dent in her chest there. But that, hey, I'm going to take it and run because she's holding that head up high, and that's good. All right, everybody, thank you for joining me. There's going to be a lot more to come. And yeah, I'm excited about seeing her all cleaned up and dressed. Okay, we'll be talking to you again really soon. Bye-bye.